Hi, my name is Miss Walker,
And I am Mrs. Privet.
and we're from Summer Hill Preschool. Today, we're going to talk about letters and the different shapes of the letters. We're going to look at whether the letters have lines, curves, or
Lines.
so we'll start with the letter X. The X makes the sound. As you can see, it has a line going this way and a line going this way. Which column do you think this belong in? Would it be lines, curves, or line and curves?
If you said lines, you are correct.
So we will put this under lines.
I'm going to choose the letter H. The letter H has the sound like you're hot. And as you can see, if you were to trace the H, it goes down a straight line first, then up and around. And you have your curve here. It goes straight down, up, and around. So this letter H, does it have just lines? No. Just curves? No. It has lines and curves. So I'm going to put the letter H under lines and curves.
My letter that I chose is the letter O. The letter O makes the sound like an octopus. You know how octopus? So look at the shape of the letter. It goes round and around. The interesting thing about the letter O is that this shape can can be used in three different ways. It can be a number, a 0, it can be a letter, O, or it could be a shape, a circle. What column do you think this belongs in? Would you say lines, curves, or lines and curves? What do you think?
Do you see any lines? Do you see curves? Do you see lines and curves? Which one?
So if you said curves, you are correct. So we will put it under curves.
I'm going to choose the letter M. The M makes the sound like your something tastes really good. If you trace the letter M with your finger, you can see it goes down, then up, around, then back up and around. So you see a straight line going down, then you see your curve, then up again, and another curve. So what do you think the letter M, where should it go? Does it only have lines? Does it only have curves? Or does it have lines and curves? If you said lines and curves, you are correct. It has a line here and two curves. So I'm going to put the letter M under lines and curves.
The letter that I chose is the letter G. The letter G makes the g sound. If you hold your neck and say g,
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 g.
you can feel your neck moving. Look at the shape of it. You go around, then you come down and around. What would you
Teamwork.
makes the dream work? What would you think? Which column do you believe that this would go under? Under lines, curves, or lines and curves?
That's tricky.
If you said curves,
You are
correct. So I'm going to put the G beside the O.
all right. Let's pick a letter. I'm going to pick the letter C. The letter C makes the sound k, k, like you're cutting. K, k. Looking at the C, and if you take your finger and go around it, it starts at the top and makes a half of a circle. So that means there's a half of a curve. Where do you think it goes? Did you see any lines? Did you see anything that went straight up or across or diagonal? Or did you see just curves? Or did you see both? If you said just curves, you are right again. It goes right here under the curves column. I'm going to put it under the letter O.
My letter sounds exactly like the letter C. This is the letter K. It also makes the k sound. But when I think of the letter K, I think of the word kick. So let's look at the K. Do you see any curves? Let's look. We go straight down. We come across a short line over and a short line down. Do you believe that this is lines, curves, or lines and curves? I'll give you a second to think about it. Yes, if you said lines, you are absolutely correct. I am going to put the K beside the X.
All right, let's pick another letter. Let's pick the letter F. For fun, the fun we're having right now. The F says as in fan. If you use your finger to trace the letter F, you will start at the top, go over with a curve, come down, and then straight across. Let's try it. Take your finger, go all around with the curve and straight down, and then go straight across. Now, if you look at that F, does it have just lines, just curves, or lines and curves? I know you know it. It's lines and curves. You are right. I'm going to put it right here under the letter H.
My letter is the letter S. S makes the like a snake. Let's look at this letter. We start here and we move our fingers around. Do you believe that this is all lines, curves, or lines and curves? What do you think? If you said curves, you are absolutely correct. I'm going to put this S beside the letter C and under the letter G. Let's turn it around a little bit. Yes.
And our last letter is the letter Y for the word yes. This is our last letter. Y has the sound Y. Like I said, for yes, Y. If you look at it, do you see any curves? Do you see any lines? Or do you see lines and curves? Take a look. If you go down and down again, start at the top, a straight line down, come up, another straight line. If you said just lines, you are absolutely correct. I'm going to put it right here under the X.
So now that we have sorted our letters, let's look at how many of each we have. So let's count the number of letters that we have under just lines. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 letters that are only lines. So Ms. Privet just wrote the letter 3. I mean, the number 3. I'm so sorry, it's a number. Let's count the curves. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 letters that are curves. And Miss Privet just wrote the number 4. Let's count lines and curves. 1, 2, 3. Miss Privet will write another 3. So now we have just graphed the different shapes of the letters. Which 2 columns have the same number, the same amount? Is it lines and curves? Is it lines and lines and curves? We have 3, 4, 3. What do you think? If you said lines and curves, you are absolutely correct. Which leaves this one, curves, as having the most. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed our little mini maps activity. Have a wonderful evening.
Bye.
Bye.